Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MegaShadowFist, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. And when we last left off, we started off on the DLC case, which apparently, according to someone in the comments section, this is actually going to be the longest, what do you call it? The longest case in the game, apparently. Which I find to be interesting. I don't know if it's going to be like Rise from the Ashes long, but let's hope not. Jeez. Without further ado, let's go ahead and continue. We last left off, we were introduced to brand new characters. Let's go ahead and continue. Go to slot 1, special episode, load the data, yes please. Mr. Phoenix, right, how dare you! Anyway, so now we have the buckler person. So I looked at the comment section, only one person really gave like suggestions for how you wanted buckler to sound for one reason or another. I think it's because I asked for suggestions at the very end of the video, so most people probably tuned out. But like, someone said, oh, this is the one time that the Rita voice would actually fit. I don't think so. I don't think I think the Rita voice could fit. It's just that I feel like she looks too special to get the Rita voice. Like, the Rita voice, honestly, is just a throwaway voice. That's just like a voice that I give to a character when either I think there's a certain voice that could fit them, but it's already taken, or B, I think that even though they're like extravagant for Ace Attorney standards, they might be kind of bit more on the generic side, so I just throw it on there. She doesn't really fit. She doesn't really fit the second category. The first one maybe so, but I don't know. I feel like I want to try a little bit harder before I do that. So there was the voice that I was giving her before. Like, I used the Judith voice as a template. It was like a hybrid between the Judith and like the evil Dahlia voice. Like, that's what I was doing. It was kind of like, okay, so Judith is like this, right? This is Judith. Evil Dahlia is like this. Mia Fey, like that, right? Whereas like the buckler voice, it was kind of like, that's why I've got to find this Phoenix Wright guy. Something like that. we'll go with that for now, because I've already wasted a few times. We'll go with that for now, and then we'll try to adjust it from there, eh? Well, I'm Phoenix Wright. And this is Apollo Justice and Athena Cykes. They're lawyers too. If there's anything you need, all you have to do is ask. The same goes for me too, Miss Buckler. Just call me Sasha, and I'll call you all by your first names, too, if that's alright. Phoenix, Apollo, Athena, you have to help me, please save my friend! Guess you better start by asking her more about her defense request. It's gonna take me a while to get used to playing as Phoenix, because I keep instinctively wanting to use Apollo's voice. Alright, so I guess we can present stuff first. First and foremost, say whether I'm a lawyer. Yeah, we have played as Phoenix before, so we did read the description for this, right? As Phoenix, it's my all-important badge, proof of my profession. Sorry, sea creatures are the only things I know anything about. That's alright, don't worry about it. Gee, I didn't mean to put her in a funk. Nothing to say about the good old attorney's badge? Did I say first and foremost say whether I'm a lawyer? I hope I did. Your defense request. Miss Buckler, Sasha, could you help us, tell us more about why you need our help? My friend is suspected of murdering the captain of Ship-Shape Aquarium. Captain? I thought the victim was the owner of the aquarium. Yeah, well, our aquarium has a pirate ship theme. That's why we call the owner our captain. We call the employees crew, too. Hold on, did she say captain? Oh, okay, for some reason, like, because of, like, usually when I check the, script, I think I do that a lot more in VA11 Hall A Cyberpunk Bartender Action than I do in this game. So I keep thinking, I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta be cool. I gotta scroll like super slowly here. For those of you who watch that series, you know what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about. For anyone else, you're kind of like, what are you talking? Yeah, I've linked it before in a couple cards. You know, if you missed it, you're just not interested in it at that point. Yeah, Aquarium is a pirate ship. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's alright. I don't expect everyone to watch all of my series. Unless your names are Kratosari and Joe Milton or Phoenix Edgeworth, in which case you better watch everything or else I'll kill you. Just kidding. Where am I? Anyway, Captain, I thought the victim... Okay, yeah. That's why I call the owner a captain. We call the employees crew, too. This voice is changing. Like, she's starting to sound more like a gremlin. That's a pretty unusual aquarium. You've got there.
Anyway, one of my crew members, my friend, is being suspected of the captain's murder. They've already decided she's guilty. I think they're going to give her the death penalty.
What? What happened to due process?
But my friend is as sweet and gentle as a whole shark. She wouldn't hurt a guppy. I know there's no way she murdered anyone, but they won't believe me. But with a name like Wright, I figured you'd be able to help me set them straight.
I don't like this voice I'm giving her, but I don't know.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me she picked you all because of a bad pun.
Yeah, I'd rather her pick me because of a bad pun than something else, eh? Ouch! I see my reputation doesn't precede me. But seriously, my name can't be the real reason she's here. Pearl, right? Pearl. Why request me? You know, in case you don't know, like I said, Pearl's the name of the orca that we saw, right? Right, ladies and gentlemen, right? Alright, okay, you guys are... I'm assuming that everyone here has played the first 4 games, or have at least seen my playthroughs of Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations. So, you know who Pearl is. You saw her in the whatchamacallit. I don't know why I'm pretending to be super... you guys aren't stupid. I don't think you are. What's the real reason you picked me, Sasha?
Well, to be honest, I asked a whole slew of lawyers, but they all refused. They said stuff like, there's no merit to taking your case, or I'm not sure it can help. They're all as cruel as sharks with hearts purer than white bait. Oh, I can really feel Sasha's frustration.
With nobody on her side, she must feel all alone. But helping people like her is the whole reason I became a lawyer in the first place.
And then I heard about a lawyer named Phoenix Wright. They say he defends clients to the end, no matter how bleak the circumstances.
Guess my reputation does precede me. Not sure how well deserved it is, though. Dude, literally, you have solved the most impossible cases in the world. Like, you, Apollo, and Athena are literally like Mia Fey is the best lawyer of all, defense lawyer of all time. But Phoenix, Apollo, and Athena, they're pretty up there too. Like, seriously. Actually, I remember I was watching Kratos' playthrough of Apollo Justice, right? I remember this, and there was like Apollo or Phoenix mentioned something about Athena, or not Athena, Athena wasn't introduced yet, of Trucy becoming a lawyer, and I remember I was like, I wonder if that's subtle foreshadow for like maybe like Athena, or not Athena, Trucy becoming a lawyer in the future, like a magician lawyer. I'd buy that game. I don't know. What do you guys think of that?
I thought to myself, if I could say, my friend, it's you, Phoenix.
Quite a tall order there for a man who just got his badge back. Badge smadge! Like, you literally, this isn't your first time, like, you literally did Apollo's first case for him, like, at the very end, so I don't want to hear anything from you, buddy. But I don't want to let Sasha down, or her friend.
Let's help her, Mr. Wright, let's save her friend!
That's just what I was thinking. Sasha, we'll accept your case.
You will? Oh, thank you, you're a lifesaver, literally! Well, no time to stand around and mull it over things. I want you to meet my friend right away. Come to Ship Aquarium with me. You get it!
Oh, out of curiosity, like, we are playing as Phoenix in this case, right? Like, we're not just playing, like, this isn't just for his point of view, from his point of view for here, and then we're gonna switch to somebody else later.
And I'll go too.
Sorry, but I need you to stay here and keep an eye on the office until Trucy gets back. You never know when a new client might stop by.
How come I'm the one who has to stay behind?
Thanks a million, Apollo. Well, ladies, let's move to the aquarium, shall we? Alright. Oh, we're gonna talk to Apollo now? This is Trucy's theme! This isn't Apollo's theme! Yes, I know someone told me that Trucy's theme is basically like the theme for the Wright Anything Agency thing in this game. But as far as I'm concerned, it's Trucy's... Like, it is Trucy's theme. Like, it might be used as the, whatchamacallit, but... You know, there have been cases where, other character themes have been used outside of the whatchamacallit. Like, some are only used for the specific character. Like, I don't think I've ever seen the Lady Von Karma thing used outside of Lady Von Karma. No. When, in case 3-5, when Gumshoe's like, stop! And he came in with the evidence, didn't they play, Lady Von Karma's theme? You know, the... I think they did. I'm gonna have to go back to that. think I've only heard I've only heard Pearl's theme with Pearl there. And then I've only heard Maya's theme with Maya. But then there's the Turnabout Sisters Serenade, which I think Turnabout Sisters Serenade is more of like, you know, that's more of like Mia's theme. That's one of my favorite themes from the games actually. If you want a refresher, it was the very last song that played at the end of Trials and Tribulations. Do 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 do. Anyway, first and foremost, Apollo, you're whether I'm a lawyer. The return of a legendary lawyer. It's kind of exciting. Kind of? So how do I look with it? Wow, you present that thing like a real pro. You must have done it 1,000 times. It never really seems like enough to just have it pinned on my label for some reason. I get wanting to show it off. I do it too. When I first became a lawyer, I flashed that badge left and right. Dude, you just, like, you were flashing that badge left and right like 2 seconds ago. And second of all, why are you talking like when you first became a lawyer, huh? Do you think you're like my senior or something, my superior? Well, guess what, buddy? I'm your employer. You still do that, actually. Why are you so mad? I don't know. I'm just joking around. Jeez, what to do? It's kind of weird that as a superior, I'm the one that's asking Apollo for advice, but you know what? I think as a certified lawyer who has a few cases under his belt, he's a bit more of a reliable source than, say, Maya, right? But then again, Maya's been through some stuff too. So, what do you think about this case, Apollo? The murder of the owner of Ship-Shape Aquarium. I can't think with you looking at me so expectantly. I don't really have any ideas. Sorry, I'm not any help. But you are a help! As long as you're the one playing office sitter, you're fine! Hey, there's Apollo's favorite word. I think I'll say it a few times too. I'm fine! I'm fine! Are you two making fun of me? Who, us? Of course not! Just yanking your chain a little. Same thing, mate. Any ideas? So, any ideas for us? Well, I think you should give that Swashbuckler video a glance. Starting to become a fan too, huh? I knew you'd like it if you gave it a chance. It's not so much that. I just thought it might give you some leads, seeing as it's the scene of the crime and all. That's a good idea. I'll take a look when I get a second. I got nothing better to do, so maybe I'll watch it a few times myself. Apollo, please try to find something better to do. Alright. Oh, man. Well, actually, I talked about this before in VA11 Holiday Cyberpunk Bartender Interaction. I keep, flashing that series, because it's my favorite series that I've done so far, I think, personally. There was like a few weeks ago on Twitter, there was like the whole describe yourself with your personality with 3 fictional characters. I chose Jill, not Jill Valentine from Resident Evil. I chose Jill from the main character from VA11. I chose, or Valhalla, if you will. I chose Apollo Justice, obviously from this game, and then I chose Sukuda from Street Fighter 4. Those are the 3 characters that I used to describe myself. I felt like, for those of you watching my VA11 series, like, you know what I'm talking about, but anyone else, I'm just repeating myself, or what? I'm just repeating myself if you watch that series, but if you haven't, well, new information for you. Ship-Shape Aquarium. Ooh, this looks nice. July 20th, Ship-Shape Aquarium. Tunnel. Ooh, this looks really nice. Especially playing on my good old iPhone 6s. Now it's like super OP looking. I don't know. I doubt that really makes a difference, but wow, this is gorgeous. It's just like being under the sea. Yeah, this is the Aqua Tunnel. Our pride and joy. I'm really? Are you serious? I'm gonna have to look that up to see what the Japanese pun is. I'm really glad you like it. I'm gonna go on ahead and fill the detective in our arrival. Take a look around in the tunnel, and then come meet me at the pool up ahead at the right. On the right. Hey, boss! Look at this cute little fish! I bet it would be delicious grilled. Seriously? Is that really all you can think of? Seafood is pretty big in Japan, and probably Japanifornia too. Well, I'm sure some of you guys probably wonder that. I believe the reason for that is because back in the day, because, you know, for those of you who don't know, Buddhism is pretty big in Japan. you have there are two major religions of Japan. You have Buddhism, and then you have Shinto. Shinto is typically used for like, you know, ceremonies related to like life and good things. You know, like a birth in the family, a wedding, stuff like that. And Buddhism is usually used for things like death and whatnot. Is related to things like death. At least that's how it is in Japan, anyway. And so because Buddhism was super big way back when, like, there was this thing where, I'm not quite sure if this is true for all Buddhism, but at least in Japanese Buddhism, there's this stigma against eating things that walked on 4 legs. So fish don't have 4 legs, so that's why people started eating fish. One of those things. I don't know. I'm actually studying a bit of Buddhism, or at least Buddhist text in my East Asian Canon and Culture class I'm taking in university, so if I learn anything else, I'll update you on that, but we're not really focusing on Japanese Buddhism, actually. We're focusing mostly on Chinese Buddhism, a little bit of Korean, actually. Anyway. Well, I didn't get to eat lunch today. Oh, and here comes some grilled chicken! That's a penguin, mate.
That's not a chicken, it's a penguin! Come here, little cutie!
That's not what a penguin sounds like. I'm gonna keep using that sound anyway, though.
It ignored me.
Maybe it was hungry too. Oh, look! It dropped something.
Ah, it's an ad for Swashbuckler Spectacular Show.
That penguin had a whole bunch of these stuff in his backpack.
So it's passing out flyers, huh? How cute!
A carrier penguin that distributes flyers? We could use one of those for our office. Swashbuckler flyer added to the court record. An advertisement showing an orca dressed up like a pirate. It was dropped by a penguin. Okay, I'm calling it right now. The orca was the murderer, wasn't it? Well, can't keep the client waiting. We better get going. I'm being half serious right now. An advertisement showing an orca dressed up like a pirate. It was dropped by a penguin. A brand new stage show. Captain Orla has a new arrival featuring the dashing red stash with a fluttering red scarf. Red stash, red scarf. Okay, we're gonna need to keep that in mind. Who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the skull rock? Gold coin skull rock. Okay, so he has a white stash. So the orc has a white stash. Red stash has a red stash and a red scarf. And there's gold coins hidden in the skull rock. All right, taking a mental note of that.
Yeah, you're right. Time to roll up our sleeves.
July 20th. Ship-shape aquarium. Question mark, question mark, question mark? Huh? I don't see Sasha. It's Mr. Fulbright. Are you two the lawyers Miss Buckler mentioned? What? Why are you acting like we don't know each other, mate? We've been through so much, man. Not as much as Gumshoe, or even, well, actually, no. Phoenix only really interacted with Emma Sky twice, right? No, that was Edgeworth in Edgeworth Investigation, silly. It's called Edgeworth Investigation. You only really interacted with Emma Sky once, really. Like, outside of that, like, Apollo. Anyway, without further, no, not yet.
Detective Fulbright, are you the lead detective in this case?
I have to account for the 1-minute delay. That's right! As long as evil exists in this world, there will be no rest for me, because I start at the 1-minute mark, not at the 0-second mark for this series in particular. And who was your sage from Framlock here? I don't believe we've met? Oh, actually we haven't. Is he talking about me? I'm the defendant's lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Well, I'm Detective Bobby Fulbright. People don't usually get to see this area. It's only open now because of the investigation. You two are pretty lucky to get this peek behind the scenes of an aquarium. Lucky? Right. This guy is even louder than Apollo. So, where's the suspect being questioned? And where's Miss Buckler?
Here I be, my buckles!
Like, it was a question mark.
Shiver me timbers, there be one dread pirate mustaches, scurvy swabs!
Like, it was like question mark, so I thought it was like somebody else entirely. Like, context clues would say that it was Buckler, but I thought because it was question mark, I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode.